In this video, we're going to discuss the alarm behavior. And in order to do so, I've broken into the secure government facility because I know that there is an alarm system set up here. You can see there's some laser trip wires. I've got to be very careful not to trip these laser beams, because if I do, then an alarm's going to sound and guards are going to come out and everything's going to be turning bad for me. So I'm going to try to jump over this first laser beam. All right, cool. Made it. Now I've got to jump over the next laser beam, but there's a little bit less runway here, so I gotta be really careful. We're just gonna try again. Oh, I must have touched it with my toe there. Here's that guard. He's gonna come out and shoot me. So unfortunately, I didn't make the jump. I tripped the alarm, and that called the guards. Of course, that was all very intentional. Because I really couldn't have tripped this alarm. You see there's no there's no trigger there, so I kind of cheated. Also, just to make sure that I tripped the alarm, I made sure that the zone height for the trigger zone here was 100, so there was no way of getting around it. But let me show you how this is set up, because there's a lot going on here for just that one small behavior. So I needed a laser beam to go across the hallway here, and as you can see, I had to use multiple particles. There might be a way to set up particles that would just go across the entire length of the hallway. I'm not an expert in the particle behavior systems. I just found one that I thought looked kind of like a laser beam, colored it red, and just strung them along. It was good enough for what I needed to do. But you can see here that there is a zone underneath the laser. And that's just a normal trigger zone. It's just got player and zone behavior on there. Nothing fancy. I didn't even change any of the settings. It's all basically the same. The only thing I did differently was I took the sound off of it because it has a default sound attached to it. But that is what kind of triggers everything to occur. So if I click the logic link button, you can see that it's logic linked to a number of different things. So the first things that it's logic linked to are these little red lights that are on the wall here, just these little light bulbs, and that turns the light red and just kind of gives it a little added effect. It wasn't anything necessary, but I thought it would look good, and it also gave me the opportunity to attach the alarm behavior, which we'll dive into in a second, right here onto this little light fixture. Then in addition to triggering those three things, I'm also triggering a timed event here. And I did that so that the doors wouldn't open immediately. It took a few seconds, and then the doors opened and the guard came through. And the guard is just kind of sitting on the other side of this door here, but he is not active at the start of the level. So he's getting triggered as well. That way he doesn't come through immediately. You know, guard's going to take a minute to get up and go investigate and see what's going on. But that is the way this is all set up in here. And that is all in the service of the alarm behavior. So the alarm behavior is activated by a switch or a zone or something like that. So I used a zone in my case. You have the prompt text, which is just what it's going to say when you've activated this alarm. You don't have to have text there, but I chose to have it there so you could see it happen. We have the alarm reset, which is a number of seconds. So that alarm sound was kind of annoying and you wouldn't want it to play forever. So this is there to allow it to basically stop playing after a few seconds. The default's 15. I think that's kind of long. I think if I were doing this for real, I'd probably make it like 3 or 4 seconds, something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 most, right? Because the delay on this timed event is only 3 seconds. So maybe a couple seconds after that and it stops. And then we have the alarm range. Now this is set to 2,000 units. And the purpose of this is to alert NPCs that are within this range. So in our case, the NPCs really are just on the other side of the door. And he's pretty much going to see you as soon as the door opens. So there was really no chance he wasn't going to be alarmed. But the point of this is to alert any of the NPCs that just happen to be hanging around in and around the 2000 unit range. And again, you can, change that to whatever you want, but that's just the default number. I didn't bother changing it because, again, it was kind of foolproof. It was definitely going to happen. And then lastly, of course, we have the sound slot, which is just what sound plays when the alarm is activated. And here that I just used this alarm wave sound that I'm pretty sure came with Max. But that's it. That's the alarm behavior explained. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned anything new, please be sure to click the like button down below. If you're new here, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. Would love to have you stick around. And then lastly, if you'd like a notification for whenever new videos are posted, just click the bell icon. Looks like this. And that'll let you know when a new video is on its way. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. I always appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, don't forget there's a written guide for every behavior, including ones I haven't yet covered on this channel. And if you want to learn some more, why don't you check out this video next.